Hey there, fellow whistlers. Steven here from the Super Mega Whistle channel. Our first video here. Super Mega Whistle is not a commentary on my ability as a whistler. It is just because I think the whistle is super mega awesome. And it's also a reference to a animated movie. So if you know the movie, feel free to comment in the comment section below. Feel free to share this video. What I'm doing is providing a review. I recently purchased a whistle and had been interested in it for some time and could not find any reviews really to speak of this whistle. So I thought I'd start providing some whistle reviews as I acquire whistles. So this one is the Susato Kildare. So I'm just going to walk through the whistle and kind of show it to you. Talk about some of the things I like about it, some of the things I don't like about it, and just kind of let you decide on your own. At any rate, so the Susato Kildare Low D whistle comes in a little nice, like a vinyl type pouch like this. I like that. One thing that I do like about it is that this pouch, I measured it out, it's probably about 12 inches long, maybe, something like that. It's not much bigger. Let's see here. Not much bigger. Here's a D whistle up next to it. So it's, okay, it might be 14 or 16 inches long. Here's a D whistle up next to it, and it's not much longer than that. So the cool thing about that is, if you want to pack it in like a backpack, I just recently went on a business trip, packed it with me, played it a little in the hotel room. But it comes in two pieces, and so you can travel with it pretty easily. And it's made out of plastic, as you'll see, and so it's you know, pretty durable, I think. So, anyways, so the Susato Kildare comes in two parts. Here's the body of the whistle. So you've got the body. You got a little kind of a interesting little sole right here on the bottom of the whistle body. It says D right there. You've got your tone holes, your finger holes. On the back of the whistle, something that Susato does with most of, I think all of their whistles actually, they have a little thumb rest. The thumb rest is movable, so you can actually take it off if you want to. You can slide it up and down. I've got mine right kind of just below the G tone hole, or where your F sharp finger would go. Just a little bit below that. Just with the grip that I use on this whistle seems to help a little bit. But you know what, I kind of decided that I could use it without it as well. I've experimented with the thumb rest in several places. I've had it here behind the bottom hole of the first finger. I've also had it up for the thumb on the upper hand as well, on my left hand, just to experiment a little bit. And I've played it without it as well. So I just kind of, I tend to leave things as they are when I get them and fiddle with them as needed. So anyways, up here at the top, looks like it's combed, kind of like you would find if you come from the bagpiping world, the joint on a bagpipe where you put the linen thread, also called hemp, to put two bagpipe joints together. So the body joint has a little combed section like that, and there's a little O-ring that fits in there. So, don't know anything about the life of the O-ring. It does come, I'll show you as well. You can hear that just went into the head of the whistle. Comes with a little bit of joint grease. You can put a little bit on there if you want to. I put just a little tiny bit, doesn't take much. Here's the body, or the head of the whistle, rather. Looks like to be glued construction in some places. So this section right here is glued on. I think the upper section here too is glued together in many places. But anyway, here's the joint, where the joint goes in together, the body of the whistle and the head joint, the head. Here's your labium there for the sound blade. Okay, and you can see that it's round. It's not flat like on some whistles. It's rounded. And then if you look here, here's the top of the mouthpiece, where your mouth goes. A little bit of a different shape than some whistles. So if that's that, some people like it, some people don't. This whistle seems to be kind of polarizing on forums online. The Susatos in general, some people like them, some people don't. Some people say they sound like recorders. I don't really know. I kind of like it. Anyway, you can see this. The airway here is also radiused, just like the sound blade is radiused. So, anyways, it goes together pretty easily. You just take the one part, put it on the other, and just kind of, just a little pressure. It doesn't take much. If you put a little bit of that grease on there, it really doesn't take much. The nice thing is, it does, another thing that I like is that it is tunable. So you can move the head joint in and out if you need to tune with another instrument. As far as the body goes, I think the body may be a little narrower than some other low Ds. And so consequently, it seems to be maybe a little bit longer, and the hole spacing might be a little bit wider. Now, I haven't played this one in a couple of days, so I'm going to play it for you here in a second. Forgive me. Again, Super Mega Whistle has nothing to do with my whistling abilities, but I'll play a little bit for you. If you look at the holes here, you can see pretty standard size. You get down to the low hand, the top two holes on the low hand, especially the middle one, really big. It's really, really big. So when I first got this whistle, I played it the first day, and I was kind of disappointed. I was sad, and I was coming from a different low D that I'd gotten and didn't like the intonation on, so I swapped it out for this one. And not by a different maker, the other one was. And I got this one. I played it the first day. I thought, I don't think I'm going to like this, because I wasn't able to seal the holes, and I had to fiddle with the grip a little bit. Pretty aggressive angle on my low hand, so I've got the pad on my first joint of my ring finger on my right hand down here covering the lowest hole, okay, the low D there, low finger, and then pretty aggressive angle on these two fingers, okay, and really getting those kind of the middle section of my fingers. And then the upper hand is not too terribly angled. I think people would call this maybe the Piper's grip. So anyways, one thing I did find out about this whistle, it really likes to be warm. So it really, really likes to be warm when you play it. Okay, nice big sound, loud whistle. Most Susatos tend to be a little bit louder, I think. But one thing, you heard me crack a couple of notes there. Still getting used to the air control on this, so practicing it daily. One thing I will say is that on the lower register, it doesn't seem to take much more air than other whistles. But not a lot of back pressure. And then when you get up into the upper register, okay, upper register, it really kind of speaks. I mean, it's got a big voice to it. And it takes a lot of air. It does take a lot of air. Not a lot of back pressure, and does take a lot of air. Maybe more so than the other low D whistle that I did have. Like I said, it's loud. I think maybe I'm planning to use this in a church setting mostly. Maybe I'll get the opportunity to play at some sessions, or some other musicians would be super cool. If you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, would definitely love to sync up with you. Maybe you could teach me some things, and we could play together. But it's a loud whistle. It's very, very loud. So I think in a session it might be overpowering if it's small. Small session, you might want to find something a little bit more mellow. But in a larger session, probably good. Also, for me, planning to use it in church, it would likely be mic'd and mixed in with other instruments, maybe orchestra, maybe even rock-ish band. And for that, I think it would be a great application. So at any rate, this is the Susato Kildare whistle. You can check out their website. I'm not going to give out prices on here because prices change, and I don't want anybody to get upset, for me saying that it costs one thing and then find out that the price went up and it costs another. Maybe you'll find it on sale, I don't know. But definitely a nice whistle. I really enjoy playing it. I think it plays really well. So you get the idea, my terrible playing, but you get the idea. But anyways, Susato Kildare Low D, I think it's a good, solid choice. The other thing that I really like about it, it's super in tune. Super, super in tune. So again, for church settings and things like that, where I'm going to be playing with other conventional instruments, the intonation on this whistle, it's in tune with other instruments, and it's well in tune with itself, too. And, I really like it. Still getting used to it. I'll maybe play some more tunes for you on it once I get better and get better with this whistle. But anyways, I think it's a fine whistle, a great whistle. I really, really like it, and I'm very much enjoying it. So anyway, that's it. So Steven here from the Super Mega Whistle channel, giving you a review on the Susato Kildare Low D. Next, I'm going to do a review on a whistle, or a couple of whistles. I got 3 whistles in over the weekend. That I couldn't find any reviews on those either, so I'm going to do some reviews on those. I think they definitely deserve a review. Very interesting whistles, and also very budget-friendly whistles. I think you'll like them. So, anyways, stay tuned for more in the future. Feel free to share this with anybody. You know, if you share it, that's great. That's fine. I'm not doing this for anything other than just to help people find a good whistle and to know what they're looking into. So, at any rate, if you share it with somebody who's looking for something, that's great. Hope it helps. If it does help, let me know, and I'll do more. And if you want to see me review another kind of whistle, maybe I'll take recommendations and see if I can acquire some more whistles. And don't tell my wife I said that. And do some more reviews. So anyways, all right. Thanks, everybody. Happy whistling.